So basically, University of Bedfordshire is responsible for the development of the My Health Avatar app for the iManageCancer platform. So the My Health app was founded actually by a previous project. The idea is to allow the people to use the app to promote their life behaviors. So within the scope of this particular project, we see how the app works for the cancer patients. Because a lot of part of the cancer management is that the patients, they have to do a lot of work in self-management in order to promote their lifestyles as part of the battle against the cancers. So within the scope of this project, we try to adapt the work from the previous project, and we developed two new versions of the My Health Avatar. One is the My Health Avatar for breast cancer patients. The other one is the My Health Avatar for the prostate cancer patients. And the idea is basically against promote their lifestyle, to encourage them to do reasonable amount of exercise, and to ask them to look after their life behaviors, and to give them a lot of guidelines on day-to-day life in order to be most effectively manage cancer. Yeah, I think generally within the scope of this project, we target cancer patients. So although we only, within the clinical trial of this project, we only applied this to breast cancer patients and prostate cancer patients, but the general principles that we are trying to investigate should apply to general all the cancer patients, because there are a lot of commonalities between the cancer, between patients with different type of cancers. They all have similar kind of problems in lifestyle. So the outcome of the research actually potentially could benefit a lot of cancer patients. And if we go one step further, I think this kind of a lifestyle kind of promotion actually can be used by a lot of patients outside the cancer conditions. So potentially, I think the impact could be applied to a lot of people with a need on the lifestyle promotion, on the physical exercise, etc., and so on. One of the key things we try to, I think, key barriers we try to bridge is basically the gap between the technology and the end users. A lot of cancer patients and user patients, they experience a lot of barriers in taking on the technology, although the technology has advanced quite a lot in the last few decades. But in order to deliver the technology to the hands of the patient, to let them receive the real benefits, so there's a huge barrier and we need to overcome. I think this is part of the work that we learned a lot of lessons in the technology development, and we tried we made a great effort in trying to bridge the gap. But I think still there are a lot of things that we need to, a lot of lessons has already been learned, but still I think there's a lot of things need to learn in order to really one day the technology can be really beneficial to the patients, to have impact on their life. We are going to University of Bedfordshire. Basically, we have created a self-funded studentship. So the studentship is funded by the university, and I'm working actually with my colleagues at the health faculty. They are expert in healthcare. So we are going to actually carry out a small pilot within the UK NHS system. So we are going to recruit about 30 to 40 cancer patients. They are going to use the iManageCancer platform, and they are going to actually to use the platform, and we are going to measure the quality of life change with and without using the app. So we are going to do a specific clinical study on that particular small group, and we are going to find clinical evidence to show whether this technology worked or technology actually don't work. So we are going to provide evidence on that. So that was going to be like a 12-month study, and will involve 30 to 40 patients. And so this will be a very important, although it is beyond the scope, the duration of the project, but it will be a very important part that our part as a partner will contribute to this project beyond the scope of the duration of the project. Yeah, and also we're looking for further opportunities with this kind of lifestyle promotion. I think there are a lot of opportunities, as I mentioned earlier, can be applied to different conditions. So we are going to make you try to utilize the outcome of this research project into future a lot of healthcare scenarios. I think we have had a very great experience under the leadership of the coordinator and working very nicely with all the partnerships within the consortium. So we enjoyed our experience. I think the work has been quite, compared to our previous projects like My Health Avatar, the work has advanced quite a lot. We learned a lot of new things, made a lot of new discoveries, and we really wish this journey could continue into new future research.